Not on Mother's Day. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, I do want to give you guys a recap of where we saw that very large hail last night. Here's our severe weather report from the past 24 hours. You can see that line of storms was stretching all the way up and down towards New Braunfels, just clipping us in San Antonio. It didn't even reach Austin there. The storm was fast moving and really brought intense damage. We saw that with Sue Kalberg just a bit earlier. She'll have more on that throughout our evening shows too. But yeah, a lot of hail was on tap yesterday. Today, not so much. In San Antonio, here's a live look at where we are right now. Really nothing going on besides breezy conditions, number one, and comfortable temperatures out there in the 80s. Now, I do want to go ahead and show you where a lot of that activity is, where there's a flood warning over towards Liberty and still a line of storms and a lot of rain activity pushing past Houston right now. So if you're headed that way, just something to take into account. Here's what we've got. Honestly, a very pretty day. We've got clouds, but we also have sunshine. So that's something to be thankful for along with these temperatures. 80 degrees on the mark here in San Antonio. Up by 35, we're looking at 78 for San Marcos, and into the hill country still in those 70s. So it's going to be a fairly comfortable afternoon. We do have a chance for storms out to the west, but I'll show you a better look of when we could see them move into San Antonio in a moment. The only other headline I have for your weather today would be winds are going to pick up a little bit into our afternoon and evening hours. If you do have outdoor plans, it'll be nice, but a bit breezy at times. 13 miles an hour right now for San Antonio, and when we factor in those gusts, they could get up to about 20-25 miles an hour at times. So let's talk about our hour-by-hour breakdown. Yeah, we've got sunshine, mix of sun and clouds, right? But temperatures, they trend into about 85 degrees. 5 p.m. and then we're back down to those 70s by 8 p.m. Honestly, we don't need to hold too much on that. We already know the deal. What we do need to look at is our future cast, because like I said, we will likely see out west a few storms develop, but nothing incredibly severe. For us in San Antonio, you can see even by 9 p.m. we've just got clouds down towards George West, maybe a few cells with some rain, and over towards Eagle Pass. But as we advance into our overnight hours, temperatures drop into those upper 60s. And then what about tomorrow? Well, we've got another day kind of similar to how things are today, except winds are going to slow down a little bit for us, and that's for sure. 5 to 10 miles an hour winds picking up from the south throughout your Saturday, and then mix of clouds and sunshine. Temperatures reach those 80s again. I'm thinking lower 80s only. And then here we go for Mother's Day. Look at these storms starting to spark off towards Eagle Pass all the way up to Del Rio. They do start to push through our area, really clipping us in the early morning hours on Saturday. And after that, guys, we start to see those storm chances diminish. Will they turn severe? Well, they could, but guys, the only thing we're going to see with that if they do turn severe is going to be some pea-sized hail along with some isolated flooding, but I don't think it's going to be super promising in the cards. For the next 7 days, we get some healthy rain, that's for sure, maybe a little more than an inch for San Antonio. Temperatures start to jump right back in to those upper 80s and maybe even 90s by the latter part of next week. Audrey?
All right, thanks so much, Maggie.